As we live through the biggest evolution in the automotive industry since the invention of the combustion engine, the very fate of the titans of the industry hangs in the balance. We take down the curtains and explore. The looming question is whether these beloved automotive legends are gearing up for a major transformation or facing extinction. Spoiler alert, the future is electric, and it's bound to change the way you think about premium vehicles. The wheels of change are turning faster than ever in the automotive industry, reshaping our perception of what premium cars truly stand for. The industry is pivoting from the familiar hum of the combustion engine to the silent yet powerful whir of battery-powered electric vehicles. This is a monumental shift that echoes the transition from horses to automobiles in the past. The transition is especially delicate for premium car brands. They need to find a balance between the legacy that is their brand identity in the premium car space and the adaptation to the new car's order. Building cars has always been a demanding industry, but the challenges have reached new heights in the face of electrification and autonomous driving technology. Where for some these challenges pave the way to emerge as new contenders, they've also cast shadows of uncertainty over some long-standing marquees. Here are 7 premium car brands that without an eminent reimagination could very well fail the test of time. Our first contender on the chopping block is McLaren, a name synonymous with speed, innovation, and the roar of a high-performance engine. Yet behind the glossy facade lies a harsh reality. McLaren, renowned for its independent spirit in both car manufacturing and elite auto racing, finds itself caught in a financial whirlwind. Despite its impressive track record, cash flow issues have plagued the brand. Desperate times have called for desperate measures, and McLaren is to sell its very soul. Its headquarters and a significant chunk of its revered race car collection are to be sacrificed, all in the name of survival. Unlike some competitors who diversified into the lucrative world of SUVs, McLaren stuck to its roots, focusing on crafting engaging, lightweight sports cars that set hearts racing. However, the winds of change blowing through the automotive industry demand more than just speed and style. The brand faces a daunting technical challenge: the transition to fully electric vehicles. McLaren must now navigate uncharted territory of electric sports cars, hoping to maintain the thrill of the race while embracing eco-conscious innovations. Amidst the storm, McLaren does possess valuable assets that can entice potential outside investors. Yet the catch lies in finding an investor willing to invest not only in the brand's soul, its technical prowess, but also in its heart: the prestigious Formula One operation. It's a risky race ahead for McLaren, where innovation and financial acumen must go hand in hand to steer the brand away from the brink of extinction. Polestar, the brainchild of Volvo and Geely, was born from the ambitious vision of creating an independent electric car brand. Clearly, the brand had the right direction. Even the initial buzz was electrifying, and the cars, both in concept and production, showcased a promising future. But the right vision isn't the only thing that matters in the cutthroat business of automotive. One of the biggest hurdles Polestar faces is that it has simply been unable to get out of the shadow of its parent company, Volvo. While the cars themselves exude excellence, creating a cohesive and independent vision has proved to be a formidable task. Despite the grandeur plans, Polestar's public offering didn't soar to the heights of a Tesla-like success story. In fact, in a bid to stay afloat, the brand recently received a substantial lifeline, a staggering $1.6 billion handout from its parent company, a move indicative of the financial storm the brand is facing. Looking ahead, Polestar's fate hangs in the balance. If the tides of financial fortune don't turn in its favor, the brand's future might be in jeopardy. Volvo is a company that's known for being hungry for innovation and seeking a dash of excitement in its lineup. So there is a looming possibility that new leadership at Volvo could reconsider their outsourcing strategy. In other words, shutting down the project Polestar. Chrysler is a brand that once epitomized American automotive ingenuity, but now it finds itself at a crossroads with the colossal conglomerate of Stellantis. In the aftermath of the FCA and PSA Group merger that gave birth to Stellantis, industry pundits anticipated a culling of underperforming brands. Yet to the surprise of many, Stellantis granted a lease on life to all its entities, including Chrysler, a brand whose future had been hanging in the balance. Currently, Chrysler's portfolio is a mixed bag, ranging from the Pacifica minivan to the decidedly ancient 300 sedan. Stellantis, however, has thrown another lifeline by unveiling the Airflow concept, a potential rival to the Ford Mustang Mach-E. Yet this glimmer of hope doesn't dispel the cloud of uncertainty hovering over the brand. The question that looms large is, what lies ahead for Chrysler? Stellantis has refrained from importing brands like Peugeot or Citroën, allowing Chrysler to cling to its niche. However, in the volatile landscape of the automotive industry, decisions can change swiftly. If Stellantis decides to consolidate its brands in the future, Chrysler might find itself at the forefront of potential departures. Whenever premium car brands are discussed, Cadillac comes up by default in America. It's an emblem of American luxury and elegance. It's a brand that has grappled with reinventions and its quest to find stability in the ever-changing automotive landscape. For decades, Cadillac has undergone multiple transformations, each in an attempt to secure its standing in the premium car market. However, the stakes have never been higher than they are today. With the current electric vehicle revolution sweeping the industry, Cadillac is facing what some GM insiders have deemed its last chance to shine under its iconic badge. In an ambitious leap towards electrification, Cadillac has unveiled two promising EVs, the Lyriq and the meticulously hand-built Celestiq. These electric marvels represent a glimpse into the brand's electric future, showcasing Cadillac's determination to embrace innovation. The brand also has its stalwart Escalade, a powerhouse of luxury and performance that will continue to dominate the roadways, transcending the combustion era and venturing into the new electric frontier. However, amidst the advancements, a pressing question lingers. Does the Cadillac branding truly enhance these vehicles? Recent whispers from the automotive corridors raise concerns about Cadillac's long-term prospects. Reports suggest that General Motors is contemplating spinning off the Escalade into its own family of vehicles, signaling a potential lack of confidence in the efficacy of the Cadillac brand. Such a move would signify an acknowledgement that the Cadillac nameplate might not be sufficient to elevate its premium vehicles into the EV sphere. Jaguar is a brand that carries a rich heritage of legacy and crafting elegant high-performance vehicles. However, in recent years, Jaguar has found itself at a pivotal juncture. It is embarking on a radical journey outlined in the ambitious reimagined strategy announced by Jaguar Land Rover. While Land Rover focuses on electrification, Jaguar faces a complete, luxurious overhaul. It is aiming to evolve from its traditional identity into a formidable competitor in the ultra-luxury segment. The heart of this transformation lies in its bold vision to go fully electric by 2025. In a surprising move, Jaguar intends to ascend the automotive hierarchy, setting its sights on rivals like Bentley rather than more traditional competitors such as Volvo and Audi. However, as impressive as this ambition is, it is engulfed in ambiguity, with limited information trickling out since the initial announcement. One example of this is the recent resignation of the CEO spearheading Jaguar's transformative journey. As the brand navigates uncharted territory, the sudden leadership change impacts an element of uncertainty into an already challenging scenario. What's more is that Jaguar Land Rover, amid these ambitious pursuits, grapples with persistent financial pressures, leaving little room for effort. Should the current plans falter, Jaguar might find itself with limited alternatives, facing a daunting road ahead. Now, BMW is a stalwart in the automotive industry, and yet it has been greatly lagging behind Tesla and the Chinese brands in the EV sphere. The brand has now announced its major plan to spearhead the EV industry as it aims to command 50% of the market. The first phase of this plan includes the rollout of a fleet of cutting-edge electric vehicles by 2025. Powered by BYD's revolutionary LFP blade battery technology. The star of this phase will be the BMW Vision Neue Klasse, a groundbreaking response to Tesla's electric dominance. This car's allure is its striking glass roof, a seamless fusion of classic BMW aesthetics and futuristic design with a 30% boost in charging speeds and range. But it doesn't stop there. Classe will have a one-of-a-kind panoramic vision feature revolutionizing the driving experience in a way that sets it apart from Tesla. Considering the competition, BMW is in a far better position than the brands that we've just mentioned. However, with the magnitude of their plans, it is clear that their conventional products are soon to be replaced. Audi has been among the brands that acknowledged the EV wave early on. However, despite launching some premium luxury cars in the space like BMW and Mercedes, it's been unable to play in the major leagues where Tesla reigns supreme. To counter that, Audi, which is backed by the Volkswagen Group, plans to introduce major changes under the Vorsprung 2030 initiative. The Vorsprung 2030 is no joke. Just to meet the 2025 goals, Audi is being backed by a whopping €12 billion investment. In just the first phase, the brand aims to launch 30 brand-new electric vehicles to account for 40% of total sales. Similar to BMW, the seriousness of these numbers indicate that Audi, as you know it, is going to be completely revolutionized.